Nice. Next. So that's what a predicate is. So now let's talk about the domain of a predicate. So just like how functions have domains, predicates also have domains. And what is the domain of a function? This is actually taught kind of wrong in some classes. I don't know why. So who's got me? What's the domain of a function? Like a normal function from, you know, algebra 2, trigonometry, calculus.
I guess to be honest, I don't really know how to describe it, but the best way I can is like kind of like the boundaries of like the x-axis.
That's not bad. I mean, domains, the way they make me feel is indescribable. But the actual definition of domain is just the things you plug into a function. That is it. And so sometimes, for example, like if you have f of x equals the square root of x, right? The domain is all real number x greater than or equal to 0. Why? Well, because if you plug something less than 0, you're taking the square root of a negative number, which doesn't really make sense if we're talking about real numbers. And so the domain is just a thing. It's just where you it's just the things you're allowed to plug into the function. And by allowed, I don't mean allowed by the universe. I just mean it's made up by people and made up so it makes sense. So I'll say the domain of predicates is exactly the same. It's domain of predicate is all possible values that may be plugged in, and I'll say defined along with predicate, and this ensures statements made from predicate makes sense. So all I'm saying here is that like P of X is a statement that is X is even, right? And this, I mean, it makes sense if you plug in a number. But what if I say that what I can plug into X, like what is P of Tim Sands? That means Tim Sands is even. He's even what? Like, what does that mean? It doesn't really mean anything, right? So you can see how you need a domain just to put some restrictions on what you can plug into X. It's just a restriction on what you can plug into X, and it's made up by us. So for example, so you can make it up. So P. So you could have P of X with domain in, where this in like this is the natural numbers, so 0, 1, 2, actually not 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, those kind of numbers. You could have that, or you could say P of X with domain, I don't know, 1, 2, -7, 3. Right? Right? The domain, you just define it along with the predicate to tell the person using it, to tell the reader what they're allowed to plug in, basically. And by allowed, of that, once again, that's not some magical law of the universe, right? That's just what we're defining it to be. And we're going to do some more examples of that right now. So that is domain. So for example, I'd probably do Q of AB with, is interesting, Q of AB with domain pairs of humans, right? Because Q of AB, that takes in 2 inputs, right? So the domain, the things you can plug in are going to be pairs of things. And by the way, you can notice that the order is going to matter. We'll see that in a second. So yeah, that's domain. Any questions on that?